And we are back. We do apologize for those technical difficulties. We are back though. Score is 3-2 to Zhao Ruliang over Chu Bingjie. This is a race to 15 losers bracket match. Lenyukta, you were just explaining about black ball and cue ball being pots on the break.
Yes, correct. I think that was a question from Teboho Victor. Well, Teboho, so if the cue ball is potted with the black ball on the break, it constitutes a foul break. And what that means is the opponent incoming has the option to play as the table lays with the black ball being respotted, or they can opt to re-break. So that's generally the rule as I understand it. And then of course, I mean, you can't put the cue ball and the black ball at the end of the frame. That constitutes a loss of frame.
So the rule doesn't supersede Lenyukta.
No, it doesn't supersede Raymond.
Okay, just checking on that one.
Yes. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. For how about this? For you to understand what we're up against here, when this match is over, go on over to Google and Google the Great
Yeah,
Firewall of China.
yeah,
Then you
please
will
do.
understand the miracles that Raymond Talak has been performing to ensure that the stream is up and running every day for your viewing pleasure. Ladies, and gentlemen, because of the Great Firewall of China, you're getting this action live on YouTube and
Yes, we are
Facebook.
also live on YouTube. YouTube seems to be actually doing very well. So if the connection does go at any time and you do feel like you are going to miss something, also have a look on YouTube. Follow our page, Joy World Hayball Tour. We are also live there. So yeah, both places just to make sure you don't miss anything. And of course, after the matches, the videos are posted on YouTube and Facebook as well. So definitely we are not trying to let you miss anything of this tournament and keep you updated as best we can.
And if for whatever reason you do lose the stream during the course of this match, just refresh. We'll have it up and running.
Good afternoon, Mr. Seguya Vincent.
Good
Yeah,
afternoon,
it's
Seguya
our
Vincent.
friend.
Nice to see you
Nice to
back.
see you back. Yep. Yeah, guys, as Lenyukta said, just Google the Great Firewall and you'll be surprised at the result. I think still the best name for a firewall I've ever heard, Lenyukta.
The best name for a firewall. As we see Zhao Ruliang break, it doesn't look like he spotted anything.
Yeah, looks dry. So both these players not breaking that well yet in this match, Lenyukta.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not the
yeah,
fire
not
that
yet.
we want. Not the fire that we want just yet.
See, our friend Sam is on the stream as well. Welcome, Sam, and welcome to all you viewers from around the world. Thank you guys for joining us, and do bear with us if we have any technical problems. We are trying our best. Greetings, Mr. Spoo Dlatla. This is the losers bracket. Yes, that is correct. Chu Bingjie and Zhao Ruliang have taken a loss in stage 3. So yes, losers bracket. Loser of this match is going home, unfortunately. Currently 12 players left in this tournament. After this round, we will have just 8 players left.
Mambo has directed a question to you, Raymond, but I don't think you've picked it up just yet. I'll do you
Yes.
this favor.
No, I've seen it. I've
Oh, you
seen
have.
it.
Okay.
But I actually answered it before he asked the question. I did say I was answering Spoo that this is the losers bracket, and one of these players will be going home. Well, the loser of this match will be going home this evening.
Now, home not too far for either of these contestants, participants, players, masters of the game. It's going to be a sad goodbye for either one of these two. And still too early to say who's in better form. Both of them with the dry break so far. Both of them giving opportunities for each other to come back to the table.
And I
I was
see
so tempted
Zhang.
to say not the final we expected.
Yes,
But
that
this
is
is,
true.
yeah, this is,
I see Zhang Tei is cooking against Chen Siming. Scores 6-2 to Zhang Tei with 5 runouts over Chen Siming. That match is on TV table 2.
well, Jeff throwed in with this now. Kun Peng has mounted a comeback there of note. Kelly still in the lead, 5-3. Jan
5-3.
Kun Peng.
Kang Peng with 3 clearances, 3 runouts. So Kang Peng's coming. Just drifts this over for the black ball in the top right. I would
Yeah,
have
pretty
liked to
much landed.
have that a bit better. He's possibly hampered by the stripe. Has to bridge over the stripe ball now. That was not necessary. There we go. Oh, he makes that look so easy. And I can hear some clapping from the crowd, Lenyuk. Yeah, we have their
Yeah,
supporters there.
Zhao Ruliang leads 4-3 against Chu Bingjie in this race to 15. Just had a glimpse of those stats. I'd love to see a break and run now.
So that previous frame was a rack and run from Chu Bingjie off Zhao's try break. Oh, he's got the one in
And
the
the one
corner.
is going.
And he raises his hand to apologize, which means he knows which balls he wants to go in. And he considers that a lucky pot. That's why he's raised his hand. So, yeah. So, Chu Bingjie always wants those center balls in. That's the ones he's going for.
You know what's funny to me is that I've never seen a player raise their hand for a break. That shows
That's,
how
yeah.
intentional he is.
No, that's exactly what I mean, yeah. That's exactly what I mean. I've never seen it before as well. I've only seen it here. But yeah, he's playing for a certain ball in those pockets, and if he doesn't get it, and you see the thing is, they play together, and all the Chinese players, they know each other's game. So Zhao Ruliang would know that that Chu Bingjie
That
would
was a
consider
lucky
that one.
break.
Yeah, that he would consider that lucky. Exactly.
Well, you've seen it here first, guys.
Chu Bingjie raises his hand when a ball is potted in not the intended pocket on a break. We did see Chu Bingjie have six break-in runs in a row yesterday morning, I believe, Lenyukta.
Yes, that's
Yes,
correct. That's
six,
correct.
six. Can't even imagine sitting in the opponent's chair when you're watching six break-in runs consecutively on a Chinese eight-ball table.
Well, I think Kong pretty much was also in that situation with Kelly Fisher's five consecutive break and runs against him in that match that she won, that magnificent comeback from her. So, yeah, that's the level, guys. That is the level that these players are playing at when they're in form, when they're in the zone.
Which is quite often, which is quite often indeed. Very intentional, very intentional with every shot that he plays as Chu Bingxi.
You know, he looks like somebody who's just playing a social game with his mate, so calm,
第八
just
局错
walking
出决
around the
胜，比分
table,
4-4。
just playing the balls like it's
四分之
nothing.
后，官方暂停了5
That's
分
Chu
钟，时间
Bingjie.
还未到，判
And
罚
he's
日期
managed to equalize here 4-4. That's
That's
8
yeah.
frames played, guys. And it's time for that intermission. We'll be back just after this.
That was quick. That was quick. I hadn't even realized it's 8 frames gone. But yeah, we'll be back in just under 10 minutes, guys. Stay with us.
暂停结束，比赛继续。第9局，楚并杰开球。
And the players are back after that break, score being 4-all in this race to 15. Chu Bingjie to break after winning the last frame. 2 balls straight into the left center pocket. Didn't raise his hand this time, Lenyukta.
Break and roll.
楚秉杰开球。
So after that excellent break from Chu Bingjie, where he potted a ball on that break into the center pocket. Great break and run. Back at the table now, trying to extend his lead. Looks
Just
like
look
one
at
went
that break.
straight up into the top right corner pocket.
I saw one made in the center pocket as well. Let's just look at that again. Oh, no, I imagined it.
Yeah, 3-ball to the top right. Didn't raise his hand again, so that is meant. I did see a comment on our YouTube stream. Who are the commentators' favorite to win this tournament? That is a very tough question indeed. Anikta, would
Well,
you like to go first? Yeah, let's hear.
okay. Don't come for me, guys. Don't come for me, guys. But I would love to see an international player win the tournament. I think Phone Mint for me, he's got the best chance of the last player standing from the as far as the international players are concerned. I mean, he's been really consistent the entire tournament. Some amazing form we've witnessed. We've had him, we've seen him on the TV table. He's been on those QQ links. The feedback that we've gotten about his form over the tournament has been consistent. That he's just been amazing, and I think this would be a great time to at least see him in the final. So my prediction would be a phone mint and the winner from this match.
Yeah, that is a quite a good prediction, and I'm sure all the international fans would love to hear that. However,
But that said though, Chen Suming and Kelly Fisher, I'm rooting for them. I just am.
yeah, one of my favorites, however, is Zhang Kangpeng, and he's busy playing Kelly Fisher. He's 6-5 down, but he has made 5 runouts. So he has made quite a comeback there. He was 4-0 down, brought it back to, I believe, 5-4, and now 6-5 down is Zhang Kangpeng. But yeah, it would be, I think it's phone's time as well, Lenyukta. He deserves it. He definitely deserves it.
And I think one of the reasons I'd love to see an international player in that final is because, the naysayers, and we always have them on all the streams, historically for Hayball, since it's gone global and it started growing globally, there's always been this undercurrent of the international players will never catch up with the Chinese. And yes, we have mad respect for the Chinese players. We idolize them. They're pool gods to us as far as this game is concerned. Uh, but yeah, I think if an international can bring it home, and Gareth Potts has done it 3 times already, the only international player to have achieved that accolade at the Grandmasters finals in its 13 years of running, I'd love to see another international do it.
Yeah, so indeed, Gareth Potts the only international to win this tournament, and I do think that if an international has to win it again, I do think Phone Mint is pretty close to doing so. One of the most consistent international players that we've seen playing this game. Does help a lot that he does live in China, practices with the Chinese. See Chu Bingjie looking to make yet another break and run in this match.
Oh, look at that.
What a shot that is.
Look at that.
That is absolutely brilliant. I was just about to say, we're not seeing his absolute best yet in this tournament. We did have him on the TV table a few days back as well, and that wasn't his best. At the end, he was able to pull off the win, but definitely not his best. Missed a couple of balls as well that we don't expect from him. But yeah, he seems to be finding his rhythm now in this match.
I mean, the way these guys train, I mean, they're professional pool players. We see him take another one. I mean, we all saw that coming. Um, I'm sure they hold themselves to as high a standard as their fans do. I can imagine the amount of discipline they employ in their drills, in their training, running up to these grand tournaments. So even for them to not perform at the level that they know they can perform, I'm sure it's not something, that um, they're so aware that people are watching them and the standard that we expect from them. So, I mean, look at Yang Fan last night falling against Oliver Solzhenitsyn. I mean, nobody would have bet on that. Nobody would have bet on that. But it happened, and it's possible.
Yeah, we would have never expected that. And as you say, they know their fans are watching. They also know that this is being streamed live all over the world. So we have international players and international fans watching. And I mean, everyone in the world knows how good the Chinese players are at this game. So they have to keep up that standard. They have to keep pushing. 3 consecutive break-in runs, Lenyukta, so far. And he got another one. 4-ball center pocket.
And the solids look good. This one, look at.
So we have a question on our YouTube page. We are live on YouTube as well, guys. So you can catch us there. Joy World Hayball Tour page. Question is, what's the reason behind the winner break rule? So the reason for it was because we started using the triangle and got rid of the magic rack. I do believe it was thought that the break won't be so easy to master, and give more players a chance. I mean, yes, you can put together 2 or 3 frames, but I don't think it was expected that a player can put together 6 in a row. However, I don't think they took into consideration that Master Chu Bingjie plays this game, Lenyukta.
And he's notoriously known for being
Yes.
a master of the break,
Yes.
even with the previous format. As we've mentioned on previous streams in this tournament, to break like Bingjie, yeah, that was the general consensus with the previous rule set. And I must say, Kelly Fisher as well. I was really impressed with her break.
Yes.
She was consistently making a ball in the center pocket as well as we watched her in that previous session.
And yes, the magic rack was much easier to master if you do go back and look at the Joy streams on the Joy Facebook page or YouTube, and you have a look at last year's Masters finals using the magic rack with Chu Bingjie. You'll see how many times he pots a ball on the break. You're looking at a pot rate of about 95% of a ball potted on the break, usually straight into the center pocket, if not both. And that was the reason for the change to the triangle. And then also putting another spanner in the works is the winner break rule, which so far in the tournament we didn't see that many consecutive breaks until it started coming to this stage. We saw Kelly Fisher with 5, I think Phone Mint also with 4 or 5, and then Chu Bingjie yesterday with 6 consecutive break-in runs. I don't think they expected anybody to be potting off the triangle break 6 times in a row.
And just to elaborate a little bit more on that, I remember, Raymond, that you mentioned. So obviously, guys, we know the difference between the magic rack and the triangle is that you're more likely to have all the balls touching with the magic rack. Almost, 100% of the time, all balls will be touching when using the magic rack, as opposed to the triangle, because we have to allow for human error as well, and of course the physics of the table, etc. So the players can go and inspect the rack. However, they cannot ask the ref to re-rack. So they go inspect the rack, and then they make adjustments to their break should they feel the need to do so. But I've only seen very few players actually go inspect the rack. I think I saw Kong do it yesterday or this morning,
Phonement,
but
phonement as
haven't.
well.
Yes, yeah, haven't really seen much of that.
The players, I believe, who do that are the players who know how to manipulate their break according to the rack. Because if they, for instance, if they have a look at the rack and they do see a certain ball, maybe the second or third ball, not touching somewhere, they can break from the other side. And yeah, this is the level that these players take this game to. That's clean, clean. This for 4 in a row, Lenyukta.
Well, Chu has arrived. He has arrived at the tournament. Hello, Chu Bingjie.
Yeah, people were asking questions in the stream of him and saying he might not have it. But as you can see, 4 break and runs in a row for Chu Bingjie. Some of our scores, Lenyukta, let's have a look at that. I do see Zhang Teiyi 11-3 up on Chen Siming. And that's only been 1 hour 10 minutes of play.
Did you say 11-3?
11-3 for Zhang Teiyi over Chen
my.
Siming. And this is the loser's bracket, so if Chen loses this, she is out of the tournament. It will be a top 12 finish, but yeah, we won't be seeing Chen again in this tournament. And Zhang Teiyi has 9 runouts. Chen Siming has 3 runouts, but yeah, it's 3 for 3. So 11-3 there. Kelly Fisher is now 7-5 up on Zhang Kangpeng. I see Kang Peng is having to fight against Kelly Fisher in that match.
第12局，楚炳杰开球。
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
he
a little bit
expected to be
shocked.
down. I don't think
Nope.
he expected that. No, he didn't.
And I can imagine that the spectators are watching in disbelief.
Yeah, all the Kang Peng fans and supporters, and so proud of Kelly Fisher and how well she's doing in this tournament. And is that a try break?
Ruben Hope on the stream says, can't they allow Zhao to stand up a little bit? No, he must sit. He must sit and he must watch.
he's at the table now. Chu Bingjie has listened to you. He's listened to you, Ruben. He's let Zhao stand up for a little while. Let him play for 1 frame. So 4 break and runs in a row, and it stops
延
there.
时
That'll be consecutive break and run. It's over. And the thing is now, Lenyukta, you see, Chu Bingjie's gone 3 frames up. If Zhao Ruliang can clear this, make it 7-5, and then have 2 or 3 break and runs of his own consecutively, right back in the match.
One can only hope.
Yeah, but that's so. I think in that way with this game, I feel that the winner break format can work, because very, very difficult to break and run, say, 10 racks in a row. Especially, we've seen the break. The break is not easy. You can't master this break perfectly, even if you're hitting them perfectly every time. The potting rate is never going to be the same as the magic rack.
A lot of work on this table still for
Too
Zhao.
much. Too much. Too much. The 7 ball, the 4 ball. It's a lot.
I love when it gets to this
10秒。
point in a frame and observing how the player manufactures a finish. Oh, he did try there for the cross double to the corner pocket. No cigar for him. Chu Bingjie back to the table. Zhao Ruliang needs to sit again.
Yeah, he just stood up for about 2 minutes, did he? Now this is where it can get cruel. If Bingji can clear and start running racks once again, that's when it can get cruel. If you've just had one or two shots at the table. But he's gonna go tactical. It's almost like he's
Not a great
tempting.
shot.
It's almost like he's tempting Zhao Ruliang. He's saying, "Okay, you go for this." I don't see our international
I'm actually
players.
wondering.
Continue, Lynn.
I was just wondering if he wasn't trying to get that cue ball behind the 13 and he just, the pace on that shot that he played was pretty slow. And I'm just wondering if it was just, not
10
executed
秒。
as desired. Or, like you said, he could be taunting Zhao.
Yeah, I also did think about that, but player like Chu Bingjie doesn't really make those kind of miscalculations. So I wouldn't say that's what he was trying to do. I think he was letting him have a look at the table because it's still nothing easy. The 4 as well. Okay, 7 is now gone, but yeah, nothing easy. And yeah, I was saying our international players don't clean that cue ball enough, Lenyukta, and that's why sometimes you've seen a kick can cost a player the frame. Bad contact cue ball onto object ball.
10
You see
秒。
the Chinese players getting that cue ball clean very often, a few times a frame.
I think these guys are playing around because of that 9, the striped 9 in front of the 1.
Yeah, the nine was a problem for Chu as it blocked by the 1 ball, and the 9 is also a problem for Rao Leng. So do think that's the key ball now. If Rao Leng can somehow get the cue ball into a position where he can either move that 9 ball or get position
Can
on
he
the
see
4.
that 9 now? Can he see the 1? Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah, was probably gonna move. Yeah, got it.
Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought it might go in front of the 6.
All open now.
Still not an easy table. Do I have to shout it? Do I have to shout it to Fadzwa, Mamvura? Do I need to shout it? Do I need to say it louder?
10 秒。
You guys have some crazy requests on the Facebook stream. Yeah, so remember we're live. We're coming to you live on YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to know anything about the tournament or the events leading up to this Grandmasters Finals, the next one will be in 2026, probably April, March, April. of next year. And of course, we've got those WPA events coming up, as well as the station events, which are precursor qualifying events for the Grandmasters finals that happened every 2 months in China. So for more information on that, you can contact Joy Billiards or the local promoter in your country. Anybody can play, guys. Anybody can play.
Kelly Fisher is now 8-6 up on Zhang Kangpeng.
12局赵汝亮胜，比分5-7。
So that's what he needed to get out of that chair and make that clearance, Linyukta.
第13局赵汝亮开球。
As we see that replay of Zhao's dry break, oh, no opportunity for him to best the stats so far. That's 4 consecutive break and runs from Chu Bingjie to beat. And solids in play. We'll see him play into the 6 ball here. Just as expected. Nicely taken there by Chu Bingjie.
Yeah, looks like this match is coming down to breaks and dry breaks now. Zhao Ruliang with that dry break, bringing Chu Bingjie back to the table, and he needed to stay at the table for as long as he could. And when saying that, not perfect for Chu Bingjie. Lenukta, we have...
Yeah, definitely not.
We have Fabian Daniels on the YouTube stream asking what happens if they sink the black ball on the break.
The black ball can be spotted. Options available to the player provided it's a legal break. That means the cue ball hasn't fallen at the same time. The black ball can get respotted and they can play as the table lays, or there can be a re-rack. Oh, beautiful stuff here. We should see him get good form of the 8. He's got just the right angle to do it.
Yeah, looks like he will be keeping Zhao Ruliang in his seat for the rest of this frame at least.
Nicely done. Nicely done. What a great clearance there from Chu Bingjie. That's what we expect.
So some of our other scores with the other 3 matches going on, I did see that Zhang Kangpeng has pulled one back. I believe the score is now 8-7 to Kelly Fisher.
Oh, wow.
Yep, 8-7 to Kelly Fisher, but Zhang Kangpeng has 7 runouts out of 7. So he's playing at a very high standard indeed. He's chasing and they're very hungry for it indeed. Zhang Teiyi is 11-5 up on Chen Semeng, so that match must be at a player break now at 16 frames. And the other match is Zheng Jiahao against Ji Shuxin, 7-5 to Ji Shuxin. And these are all loser bracket matches, so the loser of these matches will be going home, unfortunately for them.
I see the Zhao Ruliang supporters are coming in hot on the stream. Look at this break.
I don't think so. I don't think so. He's breaking dry, and have a look at how Chu Bingjie is breaking. Look at this. 2 in the center, straight away.
That's the break. That's the Bingjie break, man. That is the Bingjie break. That. Magic rack for what?
Yeah, no need. No need for a magic rack for Chu Bingjie.
Not what he wanted.
No, not at all. He's gone solids.
What he wanted.
He hasn't left himself with anything easy. He was definitely trying to either make contact on the 3 or the 5 to slow that cue ball down. Oh, what a recovery shot that is.
Look at that, guys. Just look at that. I think he can see the pink for the center pocket should he choose to go that way. That was a solid pot. Not great position on the cue ball, but a solid pot indeed.
Oh, still has the 7 and the 8 there. I mean the 7 and the 4. 4 does go, but might be a slight awkward bridging going for the 7 instead. Yeah, it's easier to bridge for the 7 instead of the 4. Oh, what a pot that is as well.
He makes it look so easy, but that was a really
Unbelievable.
difficult shot,
Very
guys.
difficult.
It was a really difficult shot that he just took on now like it was nothing. This guy.
And as you can see, doesn't roll them in either. Plays them very confidently, very positive.
There's another look at that shot. Anyone who's played on the
Perfect.
Hayball table will tell you that is not an easy shot to accomplish. Played that clean into the pocket.
Even that shot as well.
Oh,
So clean.
exactly. And look at that. Look at that. Just giving himself just the right angle to come off that cushion. Back for the 8-ball. I mean, he's got so many options here to get to the 8-ball, but he makes it look so easy just because of his cue ball control.
Also in this frame, we did see some of his excellent potting abilities. That recovery shot to the top corner, absolutely smashed that in. Then that 7-ball to the center.
There's 2 cushions to get good shape on the 8. It's just beautiful. Poetry. Poetry. Chu Bingjie with another. Is this a rack and run?
Nope, that was a break and run. 2 balls on the break.
That was
Yeah, that's another break and run. So yeah, keeping Zhao Ruliang in his seat. Try breaks are going to cost Zhao Ruliang in this match, Lenyukta, and also with Chu Bingjie's breaks really working for him now.
And there's those stats. We've got Zhao Ruliang with 3 runouts in total.
And 9 for Chu Bingjie.
9 for Chu Bingjie.
100% run out rate. Looks like Chen Siming has pulled one back. 11-6 now to Zhang Tai over Chen Siming. See Kelly Fisher and Zhang Kangpeng still 8-7 to Kelly Fisher. Now 9-7 to Kelly Fisher.
Wow.
Cue ball. Cue ball in off the break.
先后自由球。
Zhao Ruliang manages to escape from his chair.
延时。
Ruliang fans will be very happy to see up and about in the arena. Yeah, I mean, that cue ball went straight from the pack into to get the record. It is what it is. It's given away in hand, and ball moves. Zhao Ruliang will have to play up. So you can't play directly onto any object ball behind ball. It's directly after the break. If your opponent has another break, so that's why we saw him do what he did now.
Yeah, you couldn't just put the 1 ball in pork and pot the 1 in the top left. Had to play up table out of balk. I believe it is a foul, Lenyukta, if you play within balk on that visit.
Yes, correct. So you can't play directly onto a ball. So say for example, if you have a ball in the pocket and you maybe go for a bank shot, indirect bank to the ball in the pocket that's laying behind ball. That would be a legal attempt, but you can't play directly from behind ball onto any ball behind ball. After the break, if the white ball was sunk during the break.
And have a look at that pot on the 7. Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
And it looks
What
like
a beautiful shot.
he might be at it again.
I think he's going to go into that. Yeah, he's going into that cluster. Can he see the 3? Well, he's got the 2 as well, but can he see the 3? Looks like he's going to go 2 first.
10秒。
Can he get to the potting angle of this 3?
He did go and check that out prior to taking the shot, and I think he's just double checking now. Referee cleaning the cue ball for him. Yeah, hasta la finish here, Raymond. Look at this.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Very good shot to release the 3, meaning he couldn't get to it directly. I think this one will hurt Zhao Ruliang. Tried to play safe. Let Bingjie back to the table with an excellent pot in the 7 to the center. And this is absolutely masterclass from Chu Bingjie now.
Oh, it was a beautiful clearance from him. Beautiful clearance from Chu Bingjie. He's taken his 10th point, and I believe he's on two or three reckon runs so far in this. Break and finishes so far in this particular run.
Yeah,
have a look at those stats. They should pop up now.
Zhao Ruliang did come to the table. He played that bad safety shot. Cue ball went in on the break of Chu Bingjie's break in that frame. Yeah, and then not the best safety shot from Zhao Ruliang, letting Chu Bingjie back to the table. Amazing pot on the 7, and yeah, it was all over from there. So 10-5. Quite a big hill to climb for Zhao Ruliang. Race to 15, win a break. He has to get to the table, has to put together quite a few good frames quickly to try and stop Chu Bingjie. We will have a 10-minute player break after this frame. This is the 16th rack. Every 8 frames there is a player break. Once again, Chu Bingjie to break.
Let's just look at his form on his break.
cue ball off the table.
Oh, ball potted, however, but that's ball in hand
It looked like the
for
black ball
Zhao
also
Ruliang.
was about to go in. Have a look at this.
重新开
Have a
球。
look at the black ball.
Oh, I see that.
Yes. So that
Black
question
ball
actually
potted.
came up. Yeah, came up earlier on
Hmm.
the YouTube stream. What happens if the cue ball and black ball are potted on the break?
线后自由球。
Yeah, I mean, cue ball off the table is the equivalent of potted on the breaks. I mean, as potted. So, yeah, as you see, the ref has respotted the black, and Zhao Ruliang has to play from behind bulk. It's the only time in the match where a player is required to play from behind bulk, and that's immediately after the break.
10秒。延时。
That rule, I believe, taken from American 8 ball. Same rule applies in American 8 ball. But I have to say, Lenyukta, I really like this rule set that we have for Hayball, especially the new one, Revision 2025. Also, I do like that we
Yeah.
have eliminated the timed matches from after the qualifying at least. I mean, you actually get to see the full match. It makes things a bit more interesting, I feel. I mean, penalty shootouts are very fun, but I do like that it does go the distance.
No, absolutely. And I think the fans enjoy that too. Like you said, the penalty shootouts are very exciting, high anxiety things to watch. But on this level, I think, it's really, it's a beautiful thing in a race to see a player get to that point. So we all love that. And look, at this tournament, though, even with with timed matches being implemented in the international qualifier, there are shot clocks and on every table. So there's a ref on the table and a ref that's keeping an eye on the shot time. So it's fair. It really is still fair to everybody. But yeah, in the later stages, we've seen all the
10秒。
matches played to completion. And I think, one of the important things with the break rule, one of the biggest changes is that it's no longer a point break system. And that was a very difficult, that was a huge constraint, especially for novice players coming into the game. The requirement to originally was to make 4 points on the break. That's either 4 balls crossing bulk line, or for every ball potted, you needed to also touch 1 point for a ball potted or 1 point for a ball touching passing the bulk line. So they've done away with that rule as well. So no more illegal breaks in Hayball.
And adding to what you said, Lenyukta, regarding the timed matches, if we did have timed matches, we wouldn't have seen comebacks like the comeback from Kelly Fisher 12-4 down. I can guarantee you time would have been up before she could have made that 13-12, because that game went for about 4 hours plus.
Absolutely, Raymond. Absolutely. You raised a very good point. And the same can be said for Oliver
Yes,
Solnowski. We wouldn't have
yes.
seen them in the later stages of this
第
tournament.
16局，赵如亮胜，
Zhao
比分6
Ruliang
比
taking
10。
one back. Nicely done.
10-6 now, and I believe that is a player break. So just as he's able to get some momentum, we do go to that player break. We will be back in just under 10 minutes.
暂停结束，比赛继续。第17局，赵汝亮开球。犯规。先后自由球。
We are back from that player break, score being 10-6 in favor for Chu Bingjie. We did see Zhao Ruliang winning that last frame and unfortunately potting the cue ball on that break.
And just look at the spread here, Raymond. Just look at the spread. Chu looking to secure solids.
You know, when he's at the table and you have a look at the table, it automatically looks so much easier because you know he'll navigate through this so easily. There's hardly a problem ball on the table when he's at the table. And he makes this game look so easy, but Zhao Ruliang just not being able to come to the party yet. Those breaks not working for him. He's being kept in his seat.
We haven't really seen. Absolutely, we haven't really been seeing what Zhao Ruliang is capable of because he hasn't had that many opportunities. I mean, he's taken 6 points so far, but it looks like the Bingjie show for now.
And Lenyukta, Kelly Fisher 10-7 up on Zhang Kangpeng.
My word.
That's not the beginning of the match anymore. You know, we saw at the beginning 4-0 up, we saw him come back, but this is reaching towards the end of that match. Race to 15 and she's 10-7 up.
It's great to know that she's having a good match over there, and I'm sure he's bringing the fire too, but he's not able to keep her down. So, yeah, Kelly Fisher fans will be ecstatic to hear that, and I believe that match is up and running somewhere on YouTube. I think Alison is streaming that. So, for those of you who wanna go and enjoy that Kelly Fisher match, it is available on YouTube. But those of you who want to stay here with us, sit tight, take a seat, like Zhao Ruliang.
And stay just for the commentary. Stay just for the commentary. As our friend Siguya Vincent says. Watch the other match, but have this one open for the commentary. Now, I would be interested to see if any of our viewers are watching that match, the Kelly Fisher match. Be interesting to hear what are your thoughts on that match?
Their assessment is.
Their assessment, yeah. Like, what's going on? Because Kelly Fisher doesn't have that many runouts. She's 10 frames up and only 3 runouts. Kang Peng 7 frames and has 7 runouts. So I'd love to know what their assessment is of that, as we see a rack and run for Chu Bingjie off that dry break of Zhao Ruliang, and once again Zhao being kept in his seat.
Gosh, he did that in what seemed in like under 90 seconds.
That was quick. Yeah, that was very quick. And you know, I feel for Zhao Ruliang. He's such a good player. I wanted him to play his best. I mean, the match is not over, but 11-6 down on Chu Bingjie, and there we see the Chu Bingjie 11 and 10 runouts out of 11 frames. So far, one-way traffic, and it's come down to the break, Lenyukta. It has come down to the break.
Absolutely, Raymond. Just want to see him take this break again. Just look at his form, guys.
Oh my word!
Look at that!
Oh,
look at that! That
word.
was the perfect Bingjie break once again. 2 balls straight to the middle pockets. One also made in the corner pocket on our side of the table. The black is also sitting snug in that pocket. Just look at that.
How is this
Beautiful.
man getting so much power through that break like that? And he's not doing, we noticed this, he's not doing the full pendulum wild break. The cue ball is controlled, the break is controlled. But look at this table.
He just knows the sweet spot, man.
Yes,
he
perfect.
just knows the sweet
Perfect.
spot on that rack.
10秒，延时。
Oh, wow. This just in from Eugene and Taylor. Simming was 11-3 down, and the
Yeah.
score is currently 11-9.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is amazing.
that's true. That is very true. She has
Come
fought
on,
back.
man.
She has fought back. Kelly Fisher and Kang Peng now 10-8. So Kang Peng makes another clearance. That's 8 runouts for 8 for Kang Peng. I believe you said the Kelly Fisher match is on YouTube being streamed by Alison Cheng. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
I think it's
Alison
Alison
Cheng.
Cheng.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
should be able as well.
Oh my
Simming
word.
Chen just took a 10th point.
This
Thank you
is-
for that, Moing.
This is mad. Unbelievable.
Like we said, guys, the losers bracket is looking deadly.
So
It's
tough.
looking deadly.
So tough, Lenyuk. They're so fierce. The players we have in this losers bracket. How much more perfect can you hit that ball? How much more perfect?
And with this, he should just get behind his last two object balls. Black ball snug in the pocket, just waiting for a kiss.
You know, Lenyuk, he's showing us why he's the reigning champion, yeah, and why he's so good. You can see how much work he has put into that break to master it. I have to say, he's mastered it in my eyes. He is far ahead of anyone else when it comes to that break shot.
To break.
Yep.
Absolutely. To break like Bingjie, guys. To break like Bingjie.
And this is looking like another break and run for Chu Bingjie. 12-6 for Chu Bingjie and another break and run. So I believe that's 11 runouts in total of 12 frames. Indeed, Sam. Indeed. Good friend Sam joining us on the stream from all the way from Australia, and I hope to see you soon, Sam.
This is the 19th rank in this match. Chu Bingjie up 12-6.
第19
Chu
局，
Bingjie
楚
to
冰姐
break.
开球。
I would have never expected this kind of scoreline, Lenyukta, from this match. Never.
I mean, it would have been obviously much more different if Zhang's breaks were working, but that's not how the cookie crumbles today. And does he make a ball?
No, this one looks dry.
That's a dry break.
Chen Simming makes it 11 all.
My word!
11-3 down.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is magnificent. That is magnificent. Chen Simming, what a wonder she is. For those of you who don't know, she got Yang Fan
10秒
twice in this
延时
tournament, and she beat him both times. Yang Fan, arguably in the top 5 players in the world at the moment. Well, this table's looking really good for Zhao now. Looking really, really good for Zhao. I think we should see him take one back here, Raymond.
We should. I hope. I would love to see him perform better, and if he can get this one and get a good break. But yeah, I can really see how this game has come down to the break now. So important to get that break right.
It's a really interesting situation he's in
Yeah.
because, you know, arguably he'd want to leave one of the balls at the center, middle of the table for the black. But this is Zhao Ruliang. I'm sure he'll be able to maneuver regardless of where he is on the table. He is giving this a lot of thought, though, a lot of thought.
I would say he has to play this one gently. Just wants the 7 to stay in front of that pocket. Yeah.
I would love, Raymond, for that in future tournaments. We'd have a little bit more history on these players. And when I tried to do a search on the players from China, it's very difficult to find information on them, except if something appears on Q Score or something on one of the international federation sites. But I'd love to know the story behind a player. And you were talking earlier about that documentary now that they're busy with on the top female Qs in America. Something like that on the Chinese players as well would be lovely to see. Like, when did they start playing? Which communities are they from in China? And look at this great shape on the 8 ball. Zhao Ruliang.
I totally agree with you on that. That would be nice if we had a player profile, player background, as to draw information about these players and also let the viewers know more about these players. Also, their matchups in the past. Like if you look at the last 10 years, head to head, Zhao and Chu Bingjie, it would be really nice to know those
第
statistics.
18局，
I'm
赵
sure
如
we
亮
can
胜
somehow
利
get that compiled and have that here for the 14th Joy World Hayball Masters.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Well, Zhao stays at the table. It's his opportunity to break because he just won that last point. Score 12-7 in Chu Bingjie's favor, race to 15.
Yeah, you gotta feel like it's gonna come down to these next few frames and the way Zhao Ruliang can break in them. It's been quite unlucky with the breaks, I have to say, so far in this match.
Yeah, absolutely, Raymond. I mean, that's what we've seen. He's just not managed to capitalize on the opportunity to break. Not enough, just not
It's
enough.
almost like every time he has been breaking, he's had to go and sit down afterwards and watch Chu Bingjie make a clearance. Oh, we
And
got
yet
one.
again.
No, we got one coming down the corner. No, 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 no.
Oh.
I can guarantee you all of us watching this wanted a ball to fall. We all wanted a ball to fall on that break. I see that...
He's also, he's got a mad talent at manufacturing a finish, and we know just given the chance, just put one ball on the break and we should see some magic from Zhao Ruliang, but he's just not getting that ball. He's just not getting that ball. I mean, look at that 13. That 13 is so snug inside the
10
pocket.
秒，
Had it
he's
fallen, it would be a different situation now.
he's top 5 in the world as well, and such an unbelievable player, and because of the breaks and his breaks not working for him, and unfortunately for him, Chu Bingjie's breaking as well as he is, he's had to sit in that chair, and we have not been able to see him play to his full potential, unfortunately. I see Kang Peng has pulled another one back. Score now 10-9 in favor of Kelly Fisher. And Chen Siming, 12-11 now. How has she done that from 11-3 down?
She's 12-11 up.
She's 12-11 up. Yes.
Wow.
Can never write these players off, but even in this match, I would like to say that you can't write Zhao Ruliang off, but with the way Chu Bingjie is breaking, that's what it comes down to.
I don't even think it has so much to do with the way he's breaking. It's the way Zhao that is
Yes.
breaking that is letting
as
him
well,
down,
yeah.
because he's not giving himself the chance.
But also we have to say some of these finishes that Chu Bingjie has made have been from nowhere. Some real cracking
Yeah.
finishes that he's made, some excellent pots to manufacture those finishes, so we have to give him that as well. It's not just the break, but I mean, he brings a full package to this tournament, doesn't he?
He does. He does. He's such a complete player.
And as we say that, looks like he's missed a 3. How did he do that?
That's the commentator's
No, that
curse.
is not.
That's your fault.
That is not.
That's your fault, Raymond. That's your
Okay.
fault. When I say something, it's a blessing. You say it's a curse.
You know what? Zhao Ruliang can send me a thank you message then. If I'm the reason he's out of his seat.
10 秒，
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Beautiful. Here
that
we
is
go.
wonderful.
Here we go. Come with the fire, Zhao Ruliang. Come with the fire.
Chen Siming 13-11 up, according to Eugene.
Well, I have a huge smile on my face, if anybody cares to know. I have a huge smile on my face. I am so happy to hear that Chen Siming and Kelly Fisher are doing so well in their matches.
Just waiting for my scores, haven't updated yet.
10秒，延时，
I don't see 13 on my side. But I saw 13. I saw somebody say 13 on the stream.
I also saw that.
Yeah.
Perhaps the scoreboard hasn't been updated, but
No,
somebody's
but there we
watching
go.
that match.
Eugene says no, she missed the black.
Oh.
It's only 13 when the black goes down, unfortunately. We've seen that before. We've seen players miss the black ball where we've thought it was a sure clearance. So yeah, still 12-11 to Chen Siming.
Oh, beautiful form there. Look at there. 9 for the 13. 9 for the 13.
Nice. Very nicely
done.
controlled, yep. Very nicely controlled.
Look at this.
Oh,
just look at this.
that's a pretty shot. That is such
Very
a good
pretty.
shot. Yeah, that very well controlled screw to make position on that.
Come
Yeah,
on.
that's nice. That is really nice from Zhao Ruliang.
比分8比12。
Well, look at those stats. We've got 4 runouts from Zhao Ruliang and 11 from Chu Bingjie thus far.
11 out of 12. Wow. %92% run out rate for Chu Bingjie, Lenyukta. Unbelievable. I see Chen Siming missed that black and now it's 12 all. Zhang Teiyi against Chen Siming. 12 all in that. So if any of you on the stream are watching the Kelly Fisher match, would love to hear from you guys how that match is going. No,
Oh
this
my.
can't be
Oh
dry.
my. We saw the one was going straight into that center pocket. It was deflected. Just look at this again, guys.
And the 6 as
Oh.
well.
Oh man, pool gods, why have you abandoned Zhao Ruliang? Oh, Chu Bingjie to select color now.
That's rotten luck. Rotten luck for Zhao Ruliang.
Well, solid's in play now, and to be quite frank, I don't see any problems. There is the 3 that's close to the 11 there, and that 3.
Straight away.
But
Straight
here he
away.
goes, straight
And
away.
look at that. Look at the pace control on that shot.
It's not easy, guys. He just makes it look easy.
Yes,
He just
yes.
makes it look easy.
Yes, most definitely.
Giving him the 5 for the center.
I have to say that Chu Bingjie has taken this game to another level, Lenyukta. He's definitely taken this game to another level. One of the most complete players that I've seen playing this game in the world.
Oh, look at that.
That's brilliant.
I love when they do that. I love when they make the cue ball dance like that. That is so beautiful. Chu Bingjie takes his 13th point in this race to 15.
13-8 now in this race to 15, and that was a rack and run off Zhao Ruliang's dry break once again. And it'll be Chu Bingjie to break next. Well, scores haven't updated. Waiting for some score updates. I see Kelly Fisher and Kang Peng still at 10-9 to Kelly Fisher. Chen Siming and Zhang Tai 12 all.
I'd love to know what chalk he's using. I want to know what cue he's using. I want to know everything about Chu Bingjie. Raymond, if you're part of the team next year, make sure you get us all the tea on all our Chinese players that we so adore.
I can tell you what chalk he's using, Lenyukta. I'm sure you've seen it in the comment section already.
Oh, isn't he using Caesar's scorpion chalk? I heard he's using the scorpion chalk.
That's what I've seen in the comments, Lenyukta, and you know, the comments don't lie. The comments don't lie.
You guys in the comment section, y'all are too funny. Just too funny.
I mean, the stream wouldn't be the same without the comment section, I have to say. And I can guarantee you, we are reading all the comments, and we try and read all on YouTube as well, but it's the Facebook comments for me. Seguya Vincent, not yet. On my scores, I still have it as Kelly Fisher 10-9 up. Not sure if you are watching that match, let us know, please.
He's asked for the white ball to be clean. Did you guys see that shot that he just made now where he opened up the path for the 11? This guy is too much. He is just too much.
Hey, Mr. Vincent, we are just talking about what we've seen in the comments section.
I'm going to be premature, but I do believe the 14-point loading here for Chu Bingjie.
I see somebody saying 10-10 Kelly Fisher game. Let's have a look at that. Yes, that is 10 all. Kang Peng has leveled it.
As we see Chu Bingjie make light work of his remaining object balls. In this 21st frame of the match. Stop giggling, Raymond. I can hear you in my ear all the way in Cape Town.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know which comment? Do you know which comment is?
Yes, I know.
That?
Yes, I know.
Oh, the comment section. I love it.
He's such a chilled player. Such a chilled player.
Yeah.
Like, the aim is not to sweat. The aim is not to sweat.
Not at all. You never
he just
see.
takes all the balls in its stride. Chatsworthian, Rishi. Chatsworthian. I'm from South Africa, everybody. For those of you who don't know, I'm Lenyukta Chetty. I'm from South Africa. Proudly African.
Oh, what a break and run that was. What a break and run. Chu Bingjie on the hill. Unbelievable. Kang Peng broke and score is about to clear to make it 11-10. I think Chen Siming and Zhang Taiyi are on a break currently at 12 all, so that'll be 24 frames played. They are on a break.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and we're 14-8 here, so that's 22 frames played. Should Zhao manage to take 2, or should we reach 24 frames before Bingjie wins, then that would same rule applies in this situation. Just look at him break. Look at him break. Look at that. Look at that. We saw
He's
those
got
balls
one.
tracking, and he's made the 14 in the center corner pocket. We saw those balls track to the center pocket. However, they caught the jaw. Let's take a look at that again. He'll take it.
Hi Alexia, nice to have you on the stream. The reason, so all players in this tournament were actually allowed to wear short sleeves. It's because the weather in Chengdu is very hot. It's about 30 degrees every day in Chengdu City, China, in the Sichuan province. So yeah, I think it's coming into summer here in Chengdu. So that is why the organizers have let players wear shirts if they want throughout the tournament, well, short sleeve shirts.
And it's averaging like 30 degrees Celsius.
Yes, every day.
In Chengdu. Yeah, beautiful weather. Not the weather that we got accustomed to, Lexi, when we were there in China. Usually these tournaments are in the heart of winter. And let me tell you, the first time I went to China, minus 17 degrees Celsius, I thought I was going to die.
10秒
It was
延迟，
stark awakening to how cold it can get on Earth. And also at that moment, I realized I'm not the kind of person that should attempt to climb Mount Everest. So they also went my Mount Everest dreams. So lucky to have the tournament in summer, especially for the African contestants, because that cold weather, we were not raised for that kind of cold weather.
Unforced error from Chu Bingjie to not get better position, and that's why we see Zhao Ruliang back at the table. Yes, Lydia, there is aircon in the venue, but it is still warm in Chengdu. So even when you are getting to the venue, if you are fully suited up, players have to wear waistcoat and bow tie as well. So long sleeve shirt, waistcoat, bow tie, formal pants.
10 秒
It can
延
get
迟，
warm even on your way to the venue. So that for that reason, players have been allowed to wear short sleeve shirts if they choose to.
Not the match we expected, hey Raymond?
No,
Not the
not
match
at all.
anybody expected here. I mean, the stream is littered with fans of both Bingjie and Ruliang. In fact, most of us are fans of both these players. Definitely not what we expected. And you got to feel for Zhao sitting there now, waiting for the inevitable.
Did you see that pot though, Linuk? The down to the bottom left.
Yeah.
My word.
He's got quite a mountain to climb here, and he's definitely got the chance now. Raymond,
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you think what do you think is the chances of the tide changing for Zhao?
Look, I was already about to say I'm not writing him off at all. I would never do that. But if we do see Chu Bingjie winning this match, I actually can see a Foneman Chu Bingjie final, especially looking at some of the comments here. That's what I'm seeing. If, of course, Chu Bingjie can overcome Zhao Ruliang in this match first.
And guaranteed, those 4 that are already sitting pretty in the top 8 are probably in the arena now watching these matches, also in disbelief, especially with what Simming and Fisher are getting on at in their matches.
Let's have a look if we have any updates from those matches. So far, no updates. Score still 12 all Chen Simming, 10 all Kelly Fisher. This has been a tough clearance. One of the toughest of the match so far. That opening stripe down to the bottom left, pure class from
He's taking
Ruliang.
this point now. Absolute class here. That's a beautiful, beautiful clearance from him. Well deserved. 9th point.
Brilliant from Zhao Ruliang. Love to see him fighting.
Just break in, Zhao. Just break in. Just break in.
Fabian Daniels on YouTube is asking us what is the average tip size and cue weight used by the players. So, depending on what cue they're using, if they are using a snooker type Chinese 8-ball cue, you're looking at about 10.2 to 10.5 millimeters. Titanium ferrule usually as well. The Gareth Potts cue has a nylon black ferrule. And with the players using the 9-ball type cue, we're looking at about 11.7 downwards. They always get it thinned down from 13 to about 11.5, 11.7 as well. As you would see, these two players, that's not a 13 millimeter 9-ball tip. And the weight, you're looking at about 17 to 19 ounces, sometimes even 16.5. That's the usual equipment that these players are using for this game.
第24局，赵汝亮开球。
Is that a carbon fiber cue that he's playing with?
That's the break cue. His break cue. The break cue and jump
Break cue,
cues. Usually carbon fiber gives the most amount of power through the shaft.
Did he get something?
I don't think so.
Did he get something?
No.
Oh,
Chu Bingjie is up.
man.
He changed his break to second ball break.
Oh man, you got to feel for Zhao Ruliang here.
I see Joseph telling us on the YouTube stream it's Kelly 11. Yes, Kelly 11. Kelly up 11-10 over Zhang Kangpeng. How's he done that?
Wow.
No.
Oh my
No.
word.
How has he done that?
Oh wow. That was crazy. That was crazy. Well, there's the tide. I'm just going to say, that's all I'm going to say about that. Zhao Ruliang with a chance here.
It's still open table. I can guarantee you he never expected to be at this table, Lenyukta.
No,
No,
absolutely
not at all.
not.
Not at
10
all.
秒，延时。
I think all the African supporters of Zhao Chance is a chance, Raymond. Chance is a chance.
接球。
David is causing problems on the stream. You can see David doesn't like peace. He doesn't want peace.
Yeah, he's only left himself the 14, and that's exactly what he's going to deal with. I think he's got shape on the 10.
Another interesting question on our YouTube stream from Fabian Daniels. How many times can players ask the ref to clean the cue ball? It seems this is a tactic used by players to get more time per shot. So they can ask the ref to clean the cue ball as many times as they want because it actually comes out of their time. The referee does not stop the clock. So if a player requests the referee to clean the cue ball, she just cleans it, but it's coming out of his time, out of his 45 seconds per shot. It's only if the referee chooses to clean the cue ball, like when it goes into the pocket or off the table, that's not counted as the player's time. But if the player requests it, it's out of his 45 seconds. But as you can see, it only takes her about less than 5 seconds to clean that cue ball. But yes, Fabian, I hope that answers your question. Comes out of the player's time.
Michael Mazzandi asks who is in the running for the...
Definitely. Oh, yes.
Unless Phone Mint surpassed him
Still, yeah,
when we
still for
weren't
Chu.
looking, but I do believe that's still Chu Bingjie.
So we have a score change. Zhang Tei is 13-12 up against Chen Siming.
It was a difficult table. It was really a difficult table that Zhao had, and look at what he's done. Beautiful stuff, narrowing the gap between him and Chu Bingjie. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough for the center pocket. Zhao Ruliang takes his 10th point, 14-10 for Chu Bingjie. And I
Player
believe
break,
that's
yep.
8, a multiple of 8. So it's time to break. I'm Lenyukta Chetty. We'll be back just after this.
Yeah, that was a good frame from Zhao Ruliang to pull that one back off that miss from Chu Bingjie. And yeah, we'll be right back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. players are back from that break, and the question is,
第二
can
球局赵如亮开
Zhao
球，
Ruliang come back?
Can he break in? Can he break in? That's the question. Just break in, Zhao. Just break in. Oh,
The 3-ball?
there we go. There we go.
No.
There we go. Oh, no.
No, his breaks have definitely let him down today. He knows it.
There's so much sadness in his eyes. Did you see that, Raymond?
Yeah, it did. That's why I feel for him. I really do.
I really feel for him.
It's sad when, if you did see some of the finishes he made, absolute class. Some of those pots, he just hasn't gotten a chance.
Look, when he comes to the table, when Chu gives him a chance, he does capitalize on it. You can't take that away from him. But definitely the match would have been. See the 1 for the 3 here.
Thing is, to me, it looks like Chu Bingjie is not really worried anymore.
He looks unfazed.
Yeah, he looks completely
unfazed. I don't know if that's his default demeanor, but he looks unfazed.
Completely unfazed.
Oh,
I
the
think
3 was open.
he feels like he can see that that Zhao just can't get his break right. It's not going to change. It's been going on the whole match. He can't simply change that now, unfortunately. I think this is one of the first matches we've seen Lenyukta when the break has been so important. Like where the match has come down to the break and not player mistakes.
Absolutely, Raymond. Absolutely, especially because of the caliber of the players at the table as well. I'm sure even Chu is surprised, that Zhao has not been breaking in.
Yeah, I'm sure he was ready for a fight.
Yeah, I saw that Sir Dladla from South Africa. He said he's the APA president, and he was in Chengdu, and he said that he watched Chu practice the break shot for 45 minutes, and break and runs for 45 minutes. That's what he was doing, and that's why he's so good at this. I'm sure the other players have too, but on the day, this game can break your heart.
Yeah, he's able to pull it out on the day.
Yeah, he's definitely been the most consistent so far, and the stats show.
Oh, what a shot that is. Oh my word. That little nudge on the 4-ball, bringing it closer to the center pocket. Have a look at this. It's those little shots that he plays. Those little nudges, the little touches.
A touch is a move, Raymond. A touch is a move.
10秒。
Lenyukta, have you noticed that there's sound when the ball drops into the pocket?
You've noticed that because you can hear what's happening there as opposed to me. And even though I can't hear it, I've heard the drop of many a pool ball in my day, so I can imagine it.
No, the weird thing is that on these tables, usually with the netting, you don't hear it. But sometimes into the center pocket, the ball actually makes there was a sound when it fell into the center. But anyway, this is going to be
Oh,
15-10 to Chu
本
Bingjie.
场比赛结束，楚秉杰胜，比分15比10。
not
恭
the
喜！
match we thought we were gonna get, but definitely well-deserved victor here. Chu Bingjie, he seals his spot in that. I think is it the last 8 now, Raymond?
Last eight for certain, and he is last eight exactly. This is the losers bracket, so that this match has sent Zhao Ruliang home, unfortunately, and yes, last eight
Yes.
for Chu Bingjie. He is on the losers side, has to fight his way through to make it into the final.
So, guys, those other matches are still running. You can check out those scoreboards. And tomorrow, if we're lucky, we're going to get another cracker of a match here. 10 o'clock, Ching. Remember to set your alarm for that. The last eight standing coming to you live tomorrow. There's 2 matches up for grabs tomorrow for your viewing pleasure. I'm Lenyukta Chetty. Thank you so much for keeping me company on the stream. Raymond, over to you.
And thank you so much, Lenyukta, for joining us and joining me on the stream. It's really great to have you here with us. And yes, quite a good match. It did come down to Chu Bingjie's breaks and Zhao Ruliang not being able to break in and pot those balls on his break. So we do have another excellent player who has exited this tournament. Unfortunately, tomorrow we will play the last 8 of this tournament. And this tournament does conclude on the 17th on Saturday at 2 p.m. local time here in Chengdu. But for tomorrow, we have a match at 10 a.m., so make sure you join us. I'm Raymond Tillak from South Africa. Thank you so much for joining us, and we loved having you on the stream with us. Have a good evening.
I was born in Louisiana.